Hello everyone, I am your friend Frosty, and yeah, that's it. No Mike Whiskey today, sorry. Welcome to a new segment of Bourbon on Ice, where we talk all things nerdy, like gentlemen, called Bourbon-Lite. This is a brand new segment where we decide, and by we I mean whoever's alone in the studio at this exact moment, to crack open the mailbag and answer a couple of questions from our adoring public, which is all of you. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. You can reach us anytime at WhiskeyFrosty on Twitter and WhiskeyandFrosty@yahoo.com. We would love to hear from you, even if the questions that you send are a little strange. Sometimes, the stars just don't align. Sometimes Whiskey and I just can't get that moment in our schedules where we both have time together to create some auditory magic for you all to enjoy, but I'm going to make the best of it. I've been listening to a lot of other podcasts lately during my delivery routes, and sometimes they have the same problem, and I just marvel at the fact that they carry on and keep crusading for truth, justice, and entertainment, so I'm going to do that too. So from now on, whenever we have a day where Whiskey and I cannot get together and bring a weekly episode to your ears, we're going to try something like this. So, sit back, relax, as I open the mailbag and we figure out what's what. Did I really want to say that? Yeah, that works. I'm going to go with that. And Whiskey is not gone. He is not dead. He is just busy. I will get to him soon. And he will be back next time. Hopefully. We're assuming. Moving on. Some of these questions, no name, they are anonymous, and some have some names, and some are just... You're gonna... You'll see. Okay, so question 1. Where are you guys on Cape Cod? Good question. Without being too specific, Whiskey and I are both mid-Cape. You put a map of Cape Cod on the wall, throw a dart at it, you'll probably hit where we are. We're right in the mid-Cape. And the Cape Media Center that we spend our time broadcasting out of, although today I am alone in my little den, happens to be in Dennisport. It's actually not too far from where I lived when I first moved out to Cape Cod, so it's, I'm pretty familiar with the area, and Whiskey and I both work and live in the Mid-Cape, so, this is our home. That's where we are, Mid-Cape. Thank you for asking. All right, our next question. This one's for me. Frosty, is the story about the sword in China true? All right, the story that is being referred to here is when I went to China and, like a gigantic douchebag, decided I'm going to buy a sword and couldn't ship it home, so I had to carry the damn thing tied to my back all throughout China, attracting looks and stares and laughs from everybody. That story makes me come off like a giant doofus, so yes, it is true. Any story that we tell, any charming little anecdote we tell that ends up with me looking like a moron, those are true. Any story that comes off with me looking like a saint and smelling like a rose, be suspicious of those. Those have been edited to make me look 1,000 times better than I am. If Whiskey was here, he would definitely be agreeing with me on this one. Sorry, the sword in China is true, and it's up in the attic being guarded by raccoons. Again, that's actually true. Alright, our next question... I love this question. I love this one so much. Is whiskey real? Yes. Yes, whiskey is real. I can assure you all that Mike Whiskey, your bartender, is real. He is not me doing a voice. He is not one of my split personalities come out to play. He is not a ghost. He is real. One of my best friends. We have known each other for almost a decade now. Actually, I'd say a little longer. And he has seen me through some very tough times. The two of us have been there for each other through some very rough times in our lives. We have gotten to know each other very well. We work together very well. And I am just so honored to have him in my life as my best friend and co-host. Yes, Mike Whiskey is real. You can poke him next time you see him. I'll pinch him and he'll say ow, and you'll all know Mike Whiskey is a real flesh and blood person. Thank you for asking. Thank you for checking. Okay, this one comes from your Time Lord, Robert. Hi, Robert. How's the Isle of Rhodes? Still small? Good. What is your favorite kind of puss cat? What? Is this supposed to be a dirty joke? Knowing you, it could be, Robert. But maybe you're not. Okay. I don't have a favorite type of puss cat. I hate cats. I hate them. Cats are evil. I'm not afraid of them. I just hate them. I don't know why, but cats hate me. Always have. When I was just a little boy, I hung my hand over the side of the bed while I was trying to sleep, and our family cat, Morphy... Yeah, I had a cat named Murphy, too. Well, Whiskey has a dog named Murphy, and I had a cat named Murphy. Walked right up and ripped my hand open with his claws for no reason whatsoever. Blood everywhere. I could still see the scar, actually. And to this day, cats don't like me for some weird reason. They stare at me. They leer at me. They judge me. I see a lot of cats on my delivery routes, and I just look at them and I say, "Sir, how you doing? I don't want any trouble from you. You stay over there, I'll stay over here." And we just go about our business. But every time I see a cat, I make sure to give it a lot of breath with space. I give it a lot of space. I don't like cats. I don't have a favorite type of cat. Cats are evil. There we go. Yay, dogs. And a follow-up question, our last one. And this one's also from Robert. Now that you've rewatched all or most of the new Quantum Leap, has your opinion changed? What's your favorite episode? Very good set of questions there. Okay. Let me see here. First question. Yeah, sorry, I have not finished the season yet. As I said, time, life, they all tend to converge at the exact same moment. They all tend to jump in on me at the exact same time. I really have not finished it, but I've gotten pretty up there. But my favorite episode, and this is not going to surprise anyone who knows me or anyone who's been listening this whole time, is the Halloween episode, which came out on Halloween 2022, O Ye of Little Faith. In that episode, our leaper, Ben, is unfortunately a priest. He has leapt into the body of a priest who has been called on to perform an exorcism. Very terrible, especially because Ben is a man of science, facts and figures, not religion. I don't even think he believes in God, and to be forced to try and contend with a religious setting like this, to perform a religious ceremony, not sitting well with him, but it quickly spirals out of control and becomes a good old-fashioned murder mystery, and, you know, just... It's funny. It was inventive. It didn't push the plot too far forward, but it was very entertaining, and I liked it. And, yeah. The Halloween episode, O Ye of Little Faith. That was my favorite episode of the reboot of Quantum Leap so far. But as for the second question... Oh wait, that was the second question. As for the first question, has my opinion changed? No, I'm still convinced this reboot is a terrible catastrophe just waiting to happen. It will break all of our hearts and let us down. It's only a matter of time. That being said, it is entertaining, and I am enjoying watching it. I'm just waiting for that other shoe to drop, because, in my opinion, first one is the best one. You can't remake a classic. Sorry, you're trying, you're doing a good job, but the first one is still clearly the best. This one is entertaining and fun, but I still prefer the first one. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for sending in those questions. If you would like to send in more questions for us to read or things for us to talk about, then you can reach us at WhiskeyFrosty on Twitter or whiskeyandfrosty@yahoo.com. Or when I finally get around to start uploading some more YouTube videos, I will do that again one of these days. I will. I might. I should. I'll think about it. Then you can leave a comment there. Thank you again, everybody. This has been great. Whiskey will be back next time. We all miss him. And I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the literal thousands of downloads that our podcast has had. We are trying our hardest, now that we are on Spotify and Audible and some other big sites, to compete and make a name for ourselves amongst podcasts like Badlands and Chameleon. Have you heard the one about Wild Boys? That one is really good. A little strange, but good. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, you should listen to that podcast with the two nurses in Boston. That one really makes me laugh, although it made me cry the other day. They were talking about the Coconut Grove fire. Thank you all for listening, and if you want to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends all about us, leave reviews, then we would be very happy, so long as they're positive. Robert, this is not a challenge. Get away from that keyboard. I am your friend Frosty, and as we would say, have a cold one on us. Man, that's weird to say without whiskey nearby. Alright, I'm out of here.
This podcast was recorded at and produced by Cape Media Center on Cape Cod, Massachusetts by podcasting duo Mike Whiskey and Your Friend Frosty. All music and sound credits go to soundstripe.com. Special thanks to Jamie Horton, Emily Tulloch, Gabrielle Rawson. For more information on Bourbon on Ice, visit our social media page at twitter.com/WhiskeyFrosty. For more information on Cape Media Center, visit capemedia.org. For more listening options and a variety of podcasting entertainment, visit our hosts at buzzsprout.com and capemediacenter.org.